I remember the detective kind of swinging the door open and saying, "Where is your husband? We need to find him now." And it was almost a panic. And I knew at that point it was not good. I was a stay-at-home mom. We have 3 beautiful little daughters, and I was married for 8.5 years. My ex-husband, he was a good provider for our family. To my knowledge, he was just honest and hardworking, loyal, loved his family. He was very interactive with them. The girls loved their dad. And we did normal family things. We would go camping in the summer and just spent time together when he wasn't at work. Our lives changed quickly one morning. It was Wednesday, April 12th, and that afternoon, I was driving to school to pick my daughters up, and I received a phone call from the principal, and I answered the phone, and he said, "Hi, Lauren. Okay, I need you to come into the office when you get here. I have some things to go over with you." And so I thought, oh, I wonder if he needs me to volunteer for something. And when I got there, the counselor came out, and she said, "Lauren, I'm going to give you a heads up that the police are in there, as well as child services, and they need to talk to you." And they opened up the door, and I was greeted by a detective, and the detective said to me, "There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. Your daughter was in the Safe Touch program today, and right after the Safe Touch program, she disclosed that your husband, her dad, had inappropriately touched her, and it was an ongoing thing." And everything kind of went into a blur at that point. They then released the kids to me, and the 4 of us got in our car, and I remember looking back, and the principal and the sergeant and the detective and the girls as teachers were just standing on the steps of the school watching us, and I didn't know what I was gonna do, what was happening, but our whole world had just exploded. In one day, I went from having safe children, a husband, a home, kind of living the picture-perfect life on the outside, to losing my husband, my children losing their father, losing our home, losing any stability that I thought that we had. Our whole life was ripped out in front of us. And I remember thinking, I don't even know how to parent my children at that point. I don't know what to tell them. I don't know how to comfort them. I felt like a shell of a human. I was numb, yet I was uncontrollable with my emotions. I could not stop crying for anything. It was just a constant sob. And the following Tuesday, my daughter had an appointment for a forensic interview and exam at the Kids Center. We walked in, and I remember it being just this colorful, warm, welcoming place, and I had all 3 of my daughters with me, and they all received a blanket that day, as well as a stuffed animal. After she spoke with the interviewer, there was just a sense of relief. I just remember hugging her and kind of looking at my mom and being like, okay, we're gonna be okay. There was just this, unspoken soundness in the room. Anytime I needed anything, I could call or go in, and we were just welcomed. I never hesitated. I never felt like I couldn't ask anyone there for anything, and it helped our healing and our resilience, and it sped things up. I don't know where we would be without them, with the direction that they gave all of us as a family.